Okay, guys, I'm back. If someone could tell me how to fix that, maybe I have to fix my settings in YouTube about the 10-minute videos going over 10 minutes. I usually don't go for 10 minutes, but this is the first time. It's a little longer this time. But anyways, um, back to the TTC. I'm not going to totally stop trying to have a baby. I'm just not going to put as much pressure on myself to do that, to do all these necessary steps. I'm just going to let it happen. I'm going to still check my body temperature. I'm just doing that in case something happens to be wrong with either me or my husband. I can tell from tracking that I am ovulating. Both the body temperature chart and the OPK align up showing that I am ovulating, so that's fine. I'm probably not going to be doing the OPKs. It's just a little stressful because it's just, I know I'm ovulating. So if I wasn't ovulating on a regular basis, I probably would still use them, but I am. So I told my husband, because he was getting stressed out, and he's like, this feeling on your job, and it's just not fun, and I agreed with him. I told him, I know about when I'm ovulating, like the week, so I told him, okay, well, typically I would like, this is even not trying to have a baby, we would like to BG at least 3 to 4 times that week that we know we're ovulating. Typically, I think 3 times a week is good for any couple who isn't having a kid. It makes you feel closer as a couple and things like that. So I did tell him, well, you know what? Let's just have sex 3 to 4 times a week, especially on that week when I'm ovulating. And I'm not going to tell you, oh, I'm ovulating, we have to do this. No, if you do your research about sperm and how long it lasts inside a woman's body, it lasts about anywhere from 3 to 5 days. So if you're doing that about 3 times in a week, you should be fine. You really should, unless your husband or partner has a low sperm count. And at this point, here's my cat again, she's silly. At this point, we haven't gotten checked out. I'm not going to do that unless we've been trying for 6 months and haven't had any luck, and I've charted for the whole time. Then I'd probably get myself checked out first, and then my husband. But right now, that's not an issue. That's not a worry for me right now. So I think that's fine. 3 to 4 times a week when I'm ovulating. So that's what we're going to be doing there, and just charting pretty much. I'm still going to be taking my prenatal, but the big focus now is I really want to get healthy. I've had really good success with Weight Watchers in the past, so I have an online account, and I kept that open. I hadn't been doing it faithfully. I kept that open because I love their recipes they have on there. I make a lot of those for dinner and things like that. So I'm going to be weighing in weekly with you guys. I'm going to be committing to working out at least 5 days a week. I try to walk my dog every day when it's not raining or really, really cold. I live in New England and it gets really cold, but luckily it's going to be May soon, so hopefully the weather will stabilize. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just when you see my weight, it's really crazy. I'm a very small framed person. I'm only 5'1". I range when I go to the doctor 5 feet or 5'1". My mother, when she gave birth, and her sister all had C-sections, and the difference between them and me is I have worked out. I'm not afraid of working out hard and breaking a sweat. I'm really not. I love kickboxing. I love step aerobics. I do weight training, things of that nature. But I don't want a C-section when I give birth. I know that when you have a C-section, the recovery time after is a lot longer. Your body does not return back to what it was. I know when you get pregnancy, normally it doesn't anyway, but for women who work out on a consistent basis, their body goes back better than women who don't. So my mom and her sister never work out. They hate working out. I mean, who really likes working out? A lot of people do. I really don't mind it. It's my eating is the big problem. I'm a big stress eater, and I've learned this ever since I was 6. Unfortunately, I lived in a family where my parents didn't get along. I was the oldest of 2 kids, and I had to constantly hear the fighting. I was constantly stressed as a young child. I felt like I had to protect my mother. And the only way to cope with all that stress is when I can remember very young grabbing a bag of cookies and crying in my room and eating them. I didn't have a weight issue until I got to be around 10 when I started going through puberty. It all caught up to me. But yeah, that's a defense mechanism I practice to this day. If I'm having a bad day, I'll go through the drive-thru. I'll go to a convenience store and pick up something really bad for me. And I hate it. I really do, because I love natural health. I find it so fascinating how eating well for your body, getting all your vitamins, nutrients, can do just as good of a job as, or if not better, than Western medicine can for you. So I always said in another life, if I could go back to school, I'd be a dietitian again. I really find that fascinating. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be tracking my weight weekly. I'll probably give some tips on weight loss for anybody who's interested. Let's see what else. What I've been doing. I'm just hoping this will keep me accountable when life gets tough. And hopefully we'll see what happens. Again, this could be a factor why I'm not getting pregnant. I'm considerably overweight for my height. Honestly, I'll tell you right now, I'm 5 foot, 5'1", and I'm over 200 pounds right now. So for that height, I should be anywhere from 125 to 105 pounds. So as you can see, that's a lot of weight to lose. If I could just get down, I'd be happy losing like 30 pounds before I got pregnant. That'd be great. And then when I do get pregnant, the OBGYN told me I should not be gaining more than 15 pounds for being overweight. I'm not saying, oh, I need a diet when I get pregnant, but when you first get pregnant, you really don't need any more than, I believe, 2,000 calories, and then it goes up by 100 calories each trimester, I believe. I could be wrong, but for an overweight person. For someone who's normal weight or underweight, it's more calories, but that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not pregnant this time, guys. Hopefully it will happen for me, but again, I'm not going to stress out about it. I'm just going to live my life. We're not using protection. We will be doing what we're doing. Hopefully, I just need to get my life in order before I even get pregnant, and I've realized this. My husband may be going away. We may not get pregnant before he does. He's probably going in November, and I've come to terms with it. It's really hard for me to say that, but November's a long time away, and we may not even be pregnant by then, but God has a plan for my life, and if he doesn't want us to be pregnant at this point, then we won't be. If he wants it, then it will. And I don't mean to get too religious here, but I need to remember my faith and know that everything happens for a reason, and it'll happen first when it does. If there is an issue, we will go to a doctor, but I just personally think I'm just stressed, and I'm letting all this get to me. I'm seeing everybody pregnant around me, and I'm like, oh no, I need to get pregnant too. I've been wanting this for a very long time, but it needs to happen when it happens, and it will. It really will, so I'm good with it. It took me a while to come to these terms, but I really need to focus on me and getting healthy for this upcoming baby. So I will probably do a shot of me weighing in if my other camera is working. But stay tuned, follow me, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks, guys.